Mahalo! Hi, everybody. I'm coming swinging out the gate. The immediate surprise. It's right here. In the corner. I did it. Major surprise. Done. Did it. Yeah. Welcome in, Ellie Mae, and welcome in, Kira Kari. Are you Kari's Kingdom? If people change their names, I want to be like so upfront. If you change your name, you're like a different person to me, so please let me know if you changed your name. Welcome in, Whisper Quiet. Cool, I won't be able to catch you live because I'm about to head out, but I thought I'd stop by to say hi. Oh, I really appreciate that. It's so nice to see you. I hope you have a good day. I don't think the stream is going to be particularly long because I do have birthday things that are happening because it is also my birthday. Many things are happening, but the birthday's like at the bottom of the list. Really, I just wanted to show off that I made this. I am now moving away from my little itty bitty chibis, and I am moving to fully animated reactive me, which is really far. Which is really impressive. Okay, it is you. Sweet. Alright, I will now transfer over my knowledge of whomst you are so that I may not forget in the future. I'm so bad. I'm bad with names to begin with, but then I get like profile blind. And I am so sorry your name is in, I think, Japanese characters, two of which I think are katakana. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but hi, welcome in! If you want to let me know what your name and or pronouns are, that would be spectacular. If not, that's fine. Be who you want to be, Barbie girl. But yes, the main thing I just wanted to show off was that I did indeed maketh my summer chibi, or my summer reactive is what I'm going to call it. I have remade the summer one I had. I mean, I did not set myself up for success in this moment to showcase the old one. Let's see if I can do that without changing windows. We can compare her to the old one. Let's see. Image reaction. I want to use an existing one. Oh god, am I all caps summer tea or am I summer tea? Which summer tea is it? Alright, let's add this one. Oh my god, she's huge! Alright, we're gonna move her down over here. So this was last year's. And this is the remake of her. Oh, I don't need her to be that tiny. Look how itty bitty, little itty bitty me. But now oh my god, my forehead was so large. It's still large, but it's smaller. I have redone my little chibi to now be a fully animated reactive. And I'm going to move forward in this art style. I think I just did the chibi because of something I was comfortable with, but I've kind of gotten very attached to this style. As you can see, everything that's on the art side of the screen has been what I have decidedly got attached to. So the next ones are going to be this one. Welcome in, Curewing, and welcome in, Alexis. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. I'm hoping it's a good one. It's a big birthday for me. But in terms of what you guys know about my birthday, you know, I'm just 16. I turned 16 this year. Once more. For a several time. I have turned 16. That's how old I am. Congratulations, you now have the knowledge. Hi, Cinnamon / Leo. How are you today? Thank you for the birthday wishes. Speaking of we're gonna do a little birthday baton pass because his birthday is coming up too on the 6th. If I'm getting my birthday knowledge correct, there's a lot of June babies. We have so many June babies. Okay, now I feel like I want to make her, like, it's crazy that the chibi, like, full scale is, like, so chonky compared to the new reactive, like, look at my big head. I also changed the colors, because, like, the saturated blue is not my favorite, so I've gone to a more desaturated, but if you've got strong opinions about the saturated blue, let me know. Like, obviously her hair is bluer. This one it starts with a nice light blue at the top, goes to a purple, and goes to a pink. Anyways, that's Sweet 16, correct! It's my Sweet 16. And the beat goes on, and the beat goes. I genuinely I don't remember what that song actually sounds like. I just know I know your cover of it. It's very periwinkle. It is, indeed, is a periwinkle color. It reminds me, I need to figure out how to get my restream chats to chatify to one another. I know you can do that. I've yet to explore it. You're not turning 267 this year? No. That is not the age this time. Perhaps one day that will be my age. Alright, let me put away the summer chibi. She'll get banished. Also, I have background music going. It might be too low to hear, but I'm scared to make it too loud. I'm scared to make it too big loud going on. Alright, goodbye. Goodbye, tiny me. You've been banished. I'm an April baby. Ooh, April, let's go. And we've got our February baby. So, man, if maybe we can get every month in here. Quick, somebody find the January one. We will add a January baby to the lineup. Turn it up. I can hear it. Let's see. All right, so the summer music is real low. I just don't want it to overpower me. Oh my god. Like, the increments that it goes up, it goes from, like, quiet to really, really loud. Okay, we got August! We got August on the board! Another one. Excellent. Also, so I'm currently streaming from my iPad, too, in terms of, like, all of this going on here is from my iPad. I've done everything in my power to make sure it doesn't do anything to dox me. I have, like, disconnected everything, because I am getting, like, 1,001 texts for birthday messages and stuff, and I'm like, I have cropped it, I have put it on Do Not Disturb, I'm, like, doing everything to not accidentally showcase anything other than my art. I also had to make sure I went through my gallery to make sure all the secret projects that I'm working on that are coming up stay secret. I had to move them out of the way in case I go to the gallery. But, I think I'm airtight. I think a strong lack of doxing will occur in this stream. I believe. We're completing the calendar. We're getting them all. We're collecting them like they're Pokemon. Anyways, I will quickly / briefly talk about what I'm doing on the screen over here, right there. My big thing is that I normally, like, work on my projects and I tell no one. I'm like, big secret, big surprise. But I feel like it would be more beneficial if I, like, let you guys in, like, let you guys know what's upcoming and what I'm trying to do. So, the next thing that I'm working on for this channel is I'd like to do magical manga reviews, but I want to make them, like, really, really detailed, and I'm trying to figure out how to go about that. So, what I'm working on over to ye left over here is going to be, like, an intro card for it that I'm currently, like, that's going to be the base, like, just art for it, but it's going to be animated and stuff, and, like, swoosh swoosh, and it's going to be like, yeah, magical manga review, let's go. And so now I'm revealing this to you all as we are here together with our strong feelings. Like the new slowly introduced significant others on social media. Not quite significant other, it's not as earth-shattering news as that, but I do want to do magical manga reviews, and I do have stuff upcoming. I think the first one I'm going to cover is going to be Stellar Lip Switch. I really want to do that one. I think it's a good contender. I have to figure out how much of it I want to cover, because I don't know if I want to fully spoil the whole thing or just, like, knock off the first chapter or maybe do the first half. I'm figuring it out. I'm getting through it. But I'm gonna get some more of the obscure manga that people don't know about that's really good magical girl content and super enjoyable, and I am very excited to bring it to the attention of people. I think one that I want to do down the line is definitely Magical Girl Dandelion, but I'm waiting for it to get more chapters, so it's got more oomph to it. Though I may just cover the first arc and then have a guest on to perhaps to help out. Anyways, I'm going to explain the vision here, because you might be like, what's with the outfit? What's going on? Why don't you just have your normal outfit for this? So, first of all, this whole thing is going to be black and white, because it's going to be manga style, which I have to remember not to color it, because I do want to color it. But also, the outfit is just loungewear. It's cutesy loungewear that I, like, honestly, stuff I wear around the apartment. And I'm going to do a bunch of different, like, animated poses where she's reading, because it's going to be book themed. I'm also going to have a couple additional ones. I have a couple of poses in here. Oh, I don't want that line in there. Go away. I have a couple of sketches that I've done besides this one. Let's start with the first few ones. Obviously, this person over here is just the concept art for the outfit, so I remember what it looks like so I can draw it. I have one over here that looks like this that I don't know if I'm going to stick with. This one I might not stick with. I might play around with them, but I'm going to have, like, a bunch of... I'm just sketching there. Trying to, like, come up with a bunch of different poses and different reading positions that I'll switch on, so it's not the same screen the entire time. But they're going to be animated like the reactive I have here, so they'll talk. So when I'm sitting here doing nothing but yapping about the story and not having too much visually going on, there'll be something visual going on. Welcome in, Jess! How are you today? I hope all is well with you. But yeah. Outside of that, I literally was like, God, I don't remember what time my Bashi Witches upload. But I was like, I sure would like it to be before 12, so I can stream, and I don't have to worry. I want to watch the episode more than I want to stream. And thank God it dropped at like, oh god, like 11:15, and I was like, excellent, I will watch it. And oh my god, people, watch my Bashi Witches. It's such a good show. I literally like had to like dry my tears before this stream just because it made me so insanely emotional. I was like, oh, what a, like, the first half is like good vibes, the second half is like, oh my god, I had no idea that was gonna happen, and what does this mean? And it looks like we're going into our final arc. It's very exciting. Everybody should watch this show. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And then otherwise, I'll talk about the other elephant in the room. I put out my review for it already, but ooh, we had some big thingoos happen in good old-fashioned Precure. So if anybody has any strong feelings they want to let out now, forever hold your peace. It was a whirlwind episode. All that's to say there will be spoiler discussion to a degree here. Okay, I'm gonna start with the eyes because I always end up redoing the eyes. And the eyes are also, like, my most stressful part of the drawing process. First of all, is my canvas big enough? How big is my canvas? You know, these are things I should, like, think about. Oh, it sure would be great if you told me. Okay, it's in the 2000s. We're gonna make it bigger. We're gonna make that a little bit bigger. A little bit more quality for my quality stream. Also, please shout in chat if, like, so Air Server likes to turn itself off while I'm doing this back from when I used to stream way long time ago. Don't know if it still has that problem, but there will be instances where it decides to just be like, what if we just didn't work? And I'm like, that's great, thank you. And then it disappears from the stream, so I'm sitting here yapping and nothing else is happening. What are your thoughts on Forever Wink's form for the reboot version? Is that what it's called? I had no idea that it was there. Ah, shout! Not the false alarm! I love pretty lesbians. Exactly. Right at the beginning of my Pride Month. Oh my goodness. Pretty lesbians. pretty sapphic ladies. Oh my god, I do not know why this is behaving this way. Alright. Oh, not the lines in here. Go away. Shoot. Alright. Here I was like, I'll do a sketch. I'll be so set up for stream. Not set up for stream whatsoever. Make sure that's uniform. I need my reference to you yet. Honestly, I probably don't need the reference because I don't need the colors. I put all this effort in getting the reference and I don't actually need the colors for it. So I'll just go back to canvas. Make sure this looks not good. Oh, cool. It's rotated. Love that for me. Love that for me! Okay. I'll fix that later. Do. That took a second, but hi! The chat took forever to load. Oh, is the chat being rude? Is the chat being a little bit stinky going on right now? Let me know. I don't know if I can fix it, but chat best be working, because YouTube's YouTube. Just had to finish the new I literally was like, they better drop that episode before I stream, because I need to know what happens. And oh my god, Trace also big old my Bashi Wishes fan. She knows what's up. She knows the big feelings that are currently happening. Like, you're like, the first half of this episode, you're like, in the second half of this episode, you're like, yes. Do. Pride month starts on T's birthday. I know, Juno for me. Kiss and Zakyun are so cool. They're so, I love them so much. Do you wish Precure, oh, no. Okay, my computer fell asleep. Alright, back to this chat. Do you wish Precure won anime awards or something? I'd love it to. I just don't think we're a big enough crew. Why is it white? I don't think we're a big enough crew to get ourselves on the leaderboard, but we deserve it. It would be so cool if Precure was just bigger. I am glad that it's more accessible, because I think the Precure fandom is much larger than it was years prior. And I think it's only getting bigger, which is fantastic. But yeah, I don't think we have the muscle. I mean, there were so many good anime that are, like, not even shoujo, that were in the contenders for the awards, and they didn't win. Like, we had, Frieren, which should have won. I'm not gonna lie. I love Solo Leveling, but Frieren's so good and so innovative in the space. And then Apothecary Diaries is another one that I think absolutely should have won more things. You know what would be good for Pride Month? A release of a light novel that the author of the story we were talking about on Friday makes it sapphic and removes the dude as the main love interest. I could cover that. I could do something like that. Happy Pride Month, I'm bi, let's go! We got Demi, they, them, she, her. Perfect. Thank you for the pronouns! Much appreciated. Alright, re-waking up my computer. Oh, Discord. Discord, you're alive. I probably should close Discord. Computer. Ah! Plug in my laptop so it stops falling asleep. Alright, back to it. Welcome in, Holt. How are you? If it has a dude as the main character, it's like this show has a crutch to help them out first. Oh my god. I will say one trope that I don't love that other people— oh my god. It's still gonna be alive. Discord, I'm gonna have to— I should have streamer mode on. It should be quiet because it's streamer mode. Settings. Settings. Streamer mode. Streamer mode. I don't know where it is. There it is. Streamer mode. Enable streamer mode. We shushed. Okay. Oh, one trope that I didn't like in manga that's like a couple manga do is like have one individual who's like who's not queer, but the rest of the cast is queer, and the main character is just witnessing them all be queer. I don't like that. I'm like, I'd rather be the main character. I don't like it when it's like just a random person who's like witnessing all these love stories. I mean, I think it doesn't even have to be gay for me to not love that trope, where it's just like the main character witnesses other couples, and I was like, no. If you're the main character, you better have love. You better have love. Which idol precure's power do you want to have? Oh my god. Well, I don't want a shield. I don't want a shield. I would probably want— I probably should— you guys. Ready the pupils. I probably— the laser's fun. The laser's super fun. I kind of want to see what Kiss and Zakyun bring to the table in terms of like attack abilities, like individual abilities. They may just only do a final thing and they call it a day. But if Toei would be so generous as to give them like individual attacks, quick little individual attacks, I may put my bias out there and just say whatever Kiss does, that's gonna be my desired ability. I will say the punch is nice. I do love Idol's punch. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna hide this for a second. Ooh. I'm gonna reset Procreate so that my reference is not— why is it flipped? Why are you sideways? Alright, well, I did not solve the problem. Problem's still here. Bring my reference back. Why are you sideways? Why are you sideways? Oh my god, I quit the program. Maybe? Is it because I'm charging it? Alright. One more technical difficulty. Alright, here we go. Sometimes if you charge your iPad and you use Procreate, it does weird things. Yep, that's because I was charging it. There we go. Alright. Well, we'll go until the charger causes more problems. Alright, let me catch up with chat for a second. I'm very happy with what direction the show's going in terms of my Bashi wishes. Also, girl, I know you mentioned episode count. Where did you find that we had 3 episodes to go? I see nowhere about— somebody told me it was 12 episodes. I think somewhere it's listed that it was supposed to run for 12. Because like scheduling and like the DVD should tell you the exact episode count. But if I'm wrong, I mean I might be, but like there's always the chance that I got misinformation. Stop. Reference, please. Please reference. Go over there. Thank you. Alright. But I believe there's 12 episodes. It's kind of the standard, unless there was like a holiday or something that came in it. I think the last time I got very upset that it was not 12 episodes was number 6. Anybody knows that one? Where they were like, we're just gonna have 11 episodes when we could have had 12. Alright, which cake flavor are you eating today? I actually don't know if I'm getting a cake today, so a lot of my family for, like, we celebrate Memorial Day together, and that's where I was last weekend, and that's why everything was delayed last week. We also have a lot of family members who have birthdays at the end of May, and then my sister-in-law and I both share June 1st as a birthday. And so we did birthday there, and I got my ice cream cake there. I usually get some kind of ice cream cake. I like chocolate chip cookie dough or cake batter are my favorites. And we got an ice cream cake, and unfortunately, because the party was so large and I have so many family members, they ate all of the cake, so unfortunately I didn't get to take any home. I'm really sad about it. I do have a picture of my B-Day cake. I don't know if I'm gonna have one today, though. It would come down to the people who are celebrating my birthday, but we're going out to a fancy restaurant, so there wouldn't necessarily be cake there, and they do, because it's Italian, they do specific desserts. We might do, like, a tiramisu, but I'm not a huge tiramisu fan. Usually I ended up eating, like, the dinner there is so good that, I never really have room in my stomach for, dessert. Unless it explores the main character not being interested in love, like an aromantic. Yeah, I wouldn't mind like, where the main character is genuinely aromantic, but it's usually just a comedic thing they do, where the main character is just like, oh, I'm, like, super straight, and there's all these people who are in love, or I'm super gay, and all these people are straight around me, and look at their romances, and I'm like, it's not fun for me. I don't like it when the main character's not in love. Wow, immediately notes and not his powers. Okay, birthday girl, I see how it is. I have to accept it because today's your birthday, but I'm angry. Trace, would you pick the shield? I'm still new to Maibashi, which is episode... I'm still need to watch the new Maibashi. It's 12 episodes. Yeah, so I won't spoil what happens in that episode. I'll just say that the first half goes one way, second half goes another. And that's all you... Well, it's more like 3/4 of the episode goes one way and 1/4 goes the other way. But I'll get more into it when I do my review. No spoilers there. No cake, that's a crime. Oh, okay. Ice cream cake is delicious. I love ice cream cake. It was really funny, too, because my mom, she and I used to share, like, preferences, and we still do to a degree on cake. We like a, like, thicker cake, like a pound cake base, and a lot of icing, and, like, a vanilla, like, type cake. And the two of us were always, like, in sync with our cake preferences. But then I went down the path of ice cream cake, and my mom felt very betrayed, so when she asked what cake I wanted for my birthday this year, for the party that we had last weekend, she was like, oh, you wanna get a pound cake? And I was like, no, I kinda wanna get an ice cream cake. And she's like, are you sure you wanna get an ice cream? She, like, really tried to talk me down to it. My mom is such a cake person. But to be fair, I literally had a cake earlier this year, and oh, I made it too late, I can't see the hair. My mom is such a cake person that I made a cake at one point, and she was like, hey, you know, that's a cool cake and all, but what if I had it? And I couldn't finish the cake, so I just gave her my extra cake. And I'm like, you already got a cake, Mom. It's my turn. It's my birthday. Da 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 da. Ice cream cake is the best. You have variety. Yeah, variety. Also, give me a review of your dinner. I will. You've gone to the place that we're gonna go to tonight. It's delicious. Of course, if no one takes Nana's powers, I will absolutely take the shield. I never picked the shield either, but Wing Shield has at least to be considered because it's a strong shield. I think it's strong, but it's not as pretty as others. Like, I wish Coral's wasn't so weak because I thought her ex was cute. I also like the shields from last season. I think they just were such creative shields. If Nana has 0 fans, then that's a lie because I am the one and only fan, Nana. If Nana has 1,000 haters, I am the one shield. Girl, get behind me. Not your mom trying to get you to have a cake for- I know, she's like, what if we had my cake, though? What if we had my cake preferences? And I was like, Mom, I love you, but no. I always get the Reese's ice cream cake for my B-Day. Ooh, that's a unique one. I love it. I feel like I never hear people talk about their love for Reese's cake. I think my sister-in-law makes my brother make her one every year for her birthday, so I'm sure I'll be hearing about that in the family group chat. Alright, there's a black dot. Where is this black dot? Where is this is the burden of being an artist. It is on this layer. Gaslight gatekeep. Art boss me over here. Okay. Line eliminated. I also... do I make the bangs thicker? Do I make the bangs like a little bit thicker? I might make it a little bit thicker. Worst magical girl outfit. Doesn't matter if it's an anime, western, live action. To me, it's Sailor Moon's Sailor Star's outfit, and it's Bloom for Serenity. Oh, you forgot you or someone else asked me my opinion on the new Winx outfits. It depends on the Winx outfit. It depends on who it is. Like, I like Flora's. I don't love Bloom's. I actually like Aisha's. I really like Tekna's, because Tekna had the purple banana outfit, and that was always garbage. What are the ones? Stella's is okay. It's okay. And then Musa's outfit is fine. Her hair is atrocious, though. Give it, like, it just needs to be a little, like, they just look like they cut it too short. It's kind of silly. Just looks a little bit silly. And it doesn't have to be that silly, Billy. Hi, Blade! Welcome in! Nana is such a sweetie and funny. She is so funny. I'm curious how they're gonna handle her character moving forward, too, now that we have more people in the dynamic. She's gonna be so heartbroken when she learns the truth of where things have gone. Okay, but for my worst magical girl outfit, dude. I'm a passionate hater. I'm kind of a passionate hater of all the jester outfits from Cardcaptor Sakura because I don't like a clown look. They make me really upset. So I don't love clown looks. Is this, which side of the head is this? Oh, I flipped it. That's why I'm like really confused. I was like, why does my hair look wrong? It's because it's getting there. Oh, it's doing the thing. It's doing the thing that it doesn't like when I have a charger plugged in. Charger, you're gonna sit on the floor. Da 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 da. Thank you. I've been doing. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. I've only just gotten back into streaming more recently. I need Nana to get some love because it feels like she hasn't gotten much this season. I think the problem with Nana, and they've had this problem with a couple of cures, because I mean, somebody said it, and I was like, oh god, you might be, this is something we should be worried about, is that similar to, like, Anjay, her character kind of gets sidelined with everybody else, and I really hope they don't do that with her. I'm very sad that they didn't make the piano bit a little bit more part of her character. Like, I know they're trying to... Actually, I don't know what they're trying to do. But I feel like the thing that bummed me out is that the piano thing just kind of lasted for a second, and then, like, her kind of missing her mother and the relationship with the mother is also something they didn't focus on too much, and it feels like they keep taking away what could be interesting about her character, and I would love it if there was some better long-running plotline for her, because I think she's a very cute character, and I really do like her. I like how insightful she is, and I do like that at the very least she was a shipping guru for like 2.5 seconds, like Mayu. But I feel like now they've gotten the shipping is going to be completely different now, and they're going to take that away from her. I want them to not take things away from her. I said that about Chiyu. Yeah, they did that with Chiyu too. They had such a curse. But yeah, it was probably you who said that. It's such a curse for the blue cures in these, like, in these seasons where they don't make the blue cure like a duo with the main, for them to just kind of have their plot lines, with a lack of a better way to put it, they get very watered down, and I'm like, it's such a bummer, because they did such a fantastic job with Kyun, because technically speaking, her plot line kind of opened and closed, but they had such a good Mother's Day episode with her. No, it's just chilling. Yeah, she's just chilling. I feel like they want their blue characters to just kind of be pillars of, like, non-confrontation. Characters that just, like, you know, everybody else is falling apart, but they're stable. And they're just there. But I feel like it makes it harder, because they also kind of did it with Sango, but I think Sango, I think they tried a little bit harder to hold it together. I just wish they went further with Sango, because she also had such a... Sango's was great, because her whole plotline was that, for people who don't know, Tropical Rouge, Sango / Cure Quarrel, her plotline was that she was somebody who just kind of went with the flow. Like, she didn't have a lot of individuality, and she felt like she could never express herself, because she didn't want to rock the boat by trying to have an opinion that it's different from the crowd. But she gets inspired by our main character to kind of be bolder and have more in her life and, like, be stronger, be more courageous. And she has a couple episodes dedicated to her being more courageous and her also, like, going on to inspire other people in the way that she was inspired. I just feel like they could have done... I feel like they could have made that more. That's the only way I can put it. I wish they did more with it, because I really liked that, too. I really liked Sango. But she's definitely softer than the other characters in there, and that's because all the other wacky characters in Tropical Rouge are just so wacky. I know Anjay is not well liked in Hokuto, but she has been my favorite character from Hokuto since I watched the season. I watched it. I think she has, like, a very nice personality, and I feel like she's such a fun character that they just underutilized. Like, she just didn't get as much screen time as she should have. And then in my opinion, I really don't like the way that her plotline shifted. Especially, which, again, I'll say it 1,000 times over with what disappoints me with Anjay, is that she's, like, a very quiet, reserved character, and she got the, celebrity, like, trait attached to her because she was an actress. And I was like, that never happens. You usually have really, really bubbly characters be the actress type. Like, you'll have somebody like Lemonade from Yes 5, or you'll have Twinkle from Go Princess. But Anjay's super quiet and reserved, and I was like, oh, we don't ever really see the quiet and reserved character get this level of... Like, we don't see her have this trait. It feels like kind of almost unnatural, but I love that it's different. I love that it's a vibe. And, then they have the audacity to, be like, JK, she doesn't want to do that. We're gonna do what every other blue character does, and we're gonna have her be a doctor. And I was like, okay, but, like, all of them are doctors. All of them are doctors! All the blue characters before her that were soft and reserved are all doctors! We don't need another doctor! Alright, let me make sure I'm keeping up with chat. I'm curious to see where her character is gonna go because it's very unpredictable. Honestly, I would have said that she was the most unpredictable character in the season, but then they just pulled what they did in the latest episode, and I was like, it's a whole world of unpredictability. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's gonna be next. I don't know what's happening. Well, if that's the case, welcome back to streaming. Thank you, Blade. Good to be back. Like, we know so much about Uta and Kokoro, especially Kokoro and Uta. Yeah. We know nothing about... Yeah, that's what bums me out. And that's why, like, the 7 Wonders of Nana was like, it was a fun episode, but it wasn't, like, a great episode. Maybe that's why I've been such a Scrooge. I know, I feel like you've been having it so hard this season, Trace. You've seemed so sad, and I'm like, oh, I want you to love the series. Also, girl, we need to get you off Twitter, because Twitter, they just be crazy. And people's opinions are just, yeah, it's Twitter. Twitter kind of sucks. Maybe I have to die. But yeah, I want you to love the show. I want the show to love you. I think the problem with Sango is that she's very dependent on Manatsu, but Manatsu was always with Laura. Yeah, that's the other thing, is that I think one of the cutest things about that season was that everybody was, like, so Laura-centric, but it was really nice to have Sango care a lot about Manatsu, but Manatsu was like, yeah, friend! And that was it. And I was like, okay. Okay, the one person who gives you the time of day and, like, says you're the main character, and we're just not gonna focus on that. Whatever. Minori and Asuka were able to stand on their own. Yeah, I think both of them were much more... Like, at least with, like, Minori, her personality was really unique, and then Asuka had a very, very decent plotline. Or at least, like, had a very compelling plotline. I have my gripes with it, but, like... But the fact that I have gripes with it means that it's a good enough plotline to be like, it made me have strong feelings. Minori, I do wish, this is such a personal preference. So for Minori from Tropical Rouge Precure, her plotline initially starts off with her being like kind of a eccentric fan fiction writer, is the best way to put it. And she gets bullied for it, and then she meets the team, and they're like, oh, we love you, you know, we love how eccentric you are, and really accept her for who she is. It's just me, because I love a good, like, they got bullied, but, the team rebuilt them and everything. I wish the bullies showed up again and the team was like, don't mess with our girl. I know they wouldn't do that, and they've been very anti-confrontational and anti-bully, like, plot lines in a lot of Precure seasons. They very seldom actually showcase real bullies anymore. I wanted that from that plot line. Otherwise, it just kind of ended with, like, yeah, Minori is healed, and I'm like, okay. Okay, she got over the bullying. Yeah, we never saw a bully again at the end. Which is fine, but could have been more passionate. Really has been. Kimi has not been the best for me. I'm so sorry. You're so right. I'm actively avoiding posting much on Twitter at all this month because it's being who owns the website. Yeah, Twitter just sucks. Twitter. I refuse to call it X. Yeah, exactly. We won't be calling it that. Because it sounds like that's so true though. I said I felt sad about Kimito Idol once on Twitter and people essentially gave me so much crap of judging it too early. But the writing's kind of, yeah. I mean, I feel like, I definitely think for the way they've handled Nana, I'm like, they could be giving you more. You deserve more. We need more from her character. I don't usually comment much on Twitter, but I like to repost stuff. Yeah, for the most part, I switched my Twitter from being like the For You page to being only people that I follow posting. And that's been a lot better for my sanity because I've curated my feeds to include people who don't say things that are going to make me rage bait. Because now I hate that it's how it's monetized there because like anybody who wants to like make money on Twitter, all they have to do is say something that they know is controversial, that they don't necessarily believe in, and then have people be like, we don't like the way you're saying that thing, and they're like, I got you. I got you now, and then they're like, I just made $500 off of you being angry and you fighting about it in the comments, and I hate it. Like, it's... People are not even being controversial because they believe in these opinions. They're being controversial because controversy generates conversation and it generates money, and it makes me bummed. I think Chio had a lot of focus in Healing Good. It was just bad. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It was like kind of a nothing burger, but that was so much of like the bummer about Healing Good is that for anybody who was not the main characters, the stories for them were lackluster. I take it back. I think Hinata had potential, but COVID ruined that. Yeah, it was COVID, right? I can't remember which season had the hack and which season had COVID. Either way, they lost episodes, and episodes being lost is primarily why Hinata's did not round out the way it should have been. But Hinata would have been such a good plotline about having, like, ADHD. In my opinion. Oh, come back. Rush, where are you? There we go. Alright. It takes 5 years to draw the arm. I'm not looking for engagement. I don't say much or anything at all on Twitter. I just like and retweet stuff. Yeah, I don't want to deal with the rage because and if I'm on the For You side, it's like somebody's saying that like cats should be thrown off buildings, and I was like, that's clearly rage bait. No one actually believes that. She was the only character with a full arc apart from Nodaka, yeah. And it was so lackluster and unforgettable. Yeah, it was funky. It was not a compelling storyline of her just being like, I want to do 2 things, and then she's like, I did those 2 things, and I'm like, okay, we could go back to the drawing board and come up with something more compelling. Girl, I have over 26,000 people on Twitter blocked. Dude, yeah, I just block so many things, too. Because, like, the algorithm is like, hey, you want to hear from this person? Because they're, like, within your vicinity, but they're kind of annoying, and I'm like, yeah, no. Pass on that, I don't need the drama. Like it's, Healing Good was COVID. Delicious was the hack. That's right. Healing Good was aired during COVID. Yeah, right. I'm so bad with the timelines. There was so many companies that got hacked that year, too. I should probably... Time is an illusion. Like, the fact that COVID had started, like, I probably shouldn't say. I should call it something else because I think YouTube suppresses it. But yeah, it's hard to believe that happened like 5 years ago. Time is an illusion. Chio's focus was just so bleh. I adore her so much. I hope Nana doesn't get the same route. Yeah, I just feel like they could have more compelling plot lines, and obviously the writers can cook from what we saw in the latest episode. The writers can bring it if they feel like it. Goodness. So, on the conversation of just, like, other magical stuff, have you guys heard about, like, the K-pop Demon Hunters movie that's, like, slated to come up? Because I'm really excited about it. Because at first I was like, oh my god, it's very similar to the style from Spider-Verse. And they're like, it's by the people who did Spider-Verse. And I was like, that would be why. That would be why it has that aesthetic. It's because it's the same people. Okay, this is where I have to not confuse myself. Because I could have done the sketch a little bit more defined than I did. Maybe I'll just go back to it. Because everything down in like this sector is like all overlapping, and I'm like, I don't know how things work. My brain cannot perceive. I'm basically an AI. I don't know how to perceive depth perception and overlapping. I'm scrolling down on my feed and I see, where's the newest post of a wife? God. Alright, let me make sure I'm fully caught up. Ba, 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 ba. The whole thing with Zakyun 2 got me so bummed out for Idol Precure for sure, because not even 2 hours after the reveal, people were taking shots. Yeah, I know the color wars really bother you. But yeah, but there's always kind of drama. I definitely would recommend muting anybody who, like, there's certain people who talk about the color wars. I'm not bothered by them, but I can definitely be like, mute them, because that's the only thing they're gonna talk about. It really just ruined the reveal for me. Yeah, with Zakyun. I feel like fortunately for me, the episode aired, and everything I felt about Zakyun and Kiss leading into it completely changed, because they did such a good job at debuting them and making it make sense. I'm waiting for Squid Game Season 3 to come out this month. Oh, has it come? It's already? That's right. I guess they filmed Seasons 2 and 3 pretty close to each other, didn't they, for that? I need to watch Season 2. I watched Season 1 with my dad, and then I don't think I'm gonna convince him to watch Season 2, because he was like, Season 1 hurt me too much emotionally. He's like, I love, like, horror and stuff, but he's like, I don't like horror that feels a little too real. I don't need the emotional damage. He's like, give me something with monsters and the supernatural, but don't give me realism. And I'm like, that's valid. So I think I need to watch that on my own. I am getting him to watch Stranger Things, and Stranger Things finally put out the final season trailer, even though it's in 3 parts because they hate us. I didn't realize I was watching Attack on Titan. If I'm gonna give an example, might as well be truthful. One of the few shows I actually like. Fair enough. I really should leave it, but I have so many movies. Yeah, the only reason why I don't, and I've said it before, the only reason why I'm not off Twitter is because all the freaking Japanese news outlets are there. Like, I feel like all the Western ones have at least melded to other platforms, whether it's like they've moved to Instagram or they've moved to Blue Sky. Same with like game devs. The other thing was like game devs, like indie game devs, like the Fields of Mystery crew and whatnot, and the people who are working on Witchbrook and stuff like that. They all secondarily post on other platforms, which is great for me, because I'm like, oh, I would love to see you elsewhere. And they are. It's just the Japanese news outlets that are like, we only use Twitter, and we don't know how to use any other social media. And I'm like, okay, but what if you thought about using other social media? What if you guys moved to other platforms for your information? Because I really would love to see you elsewhere. Japan's just so slow to move to anything, and I'm like, oh. Whereas I feel like it's the opposite, because the company I work at, we're like, do we have to post on Twitter? Can we post elsewhere? And I'm like, yes, post elsewhere. I haven't made a graphic Twitter site in 1,000 years. But anime's a different story. I've watched too much anime at this point. We're all down the anime rabbit hole. We're here for our isekais and uwus. Okay. Yep. Yeah, too. A lot of news outlets are only on Twitter, which stinks. Yeah, it's a huge bummer. Precure merch info is usually on Twitter. Yeah, that's the biggest. Like, if they're gonna announce like a Bandai, what's it called? The special Memorize or Pretty Memories lines, it's gonna be on Twitter, and that's where it's gonna drop first. Magical Girl Dandelion and everything is on Twitter, that's where it's gonna drop first. That's where I'm locked in. I literally go on just to. I have like all the different outlets on my notifications, so they're like news dropped, and I'm like, I'm here for the news. It's the only thing I'm here for. Da-da-da-da-da. And the live action Chopper for One Piece is terrifying. His eyes are just too small. Though I've seen every other person being like, no, I love him, and I was like, okay. Okay, you guys are you're allowed to cope You're allowed to cope, but I think we should bully them into making him have bigger eyes. Welcome in, Dave! Oh my god, I need to wake up my laptop so I can see what emote you utilized. I'm still waiting for the new live-action One Piece season 2. I debate getting into it because I just don't, like, it's not my thing. But, you know, the live-action could be one way to just kind of sample that franchise. Pretty cute. It's from... Yeah, that's one of the reasons why also I post a lot of Precure news and stuff on other platforms, is that I just take the news from Twitter and I'm like, I will now go to Reddit and post it. I will now go to Blue Sky and post it. I'll now go to Threads and post it. And then recently, because Instagram bullied me, they're like, you need to have a Facebook page. And I was like, I'll go to the Facebook group and post it. About the extent I spend on Facebook. And I will deliver the news to the masses like a herald. And then I will get off the platform before somebody says something annoying. I've seen clips on Twitter. I'm not a One Piece. I'm not into One Piece, but I've seen Chopper, both the anime and the CGI version. I don't like his CGI. I feel like they can do better. I feel like they get really lazy with CGI. Like, it's so good I want to cosplay it still. Pretty Cure cosplays are also so good. Yeah, all of Japan is on there, especially if annoying. It will always be the same emote, your cat one, your cat box one. See, the other emote worked. I don't know why that one didn't. Maybe it's because it's unique to it. Oh, that's the other thing I was gonna announce. There's so many things to announce today. I was gonna bring up the fact that my memberships are now open. Not that anybody needs to utilize them, but I have them now. I put my emote in chat. I made one emote because I am too lazy to do the rest of them. I think I got 4 more slots. But I put one emote in there, and then still Twitch I'm gonna let kind of simmer before I think I'm gonna finish up trying to get everything unlocked in YouTube, and then I'll move back to Twitch. Get that unlocked. Get that ironed out. Is it bad that I don't find him off-putting? It's not the worst thing. If you think it's bad, remember the Nightmare Fuel song. Oh my god, people brought them up. People were like, we need to bully the Chopper the way we bullied the Sonic so that it improves. And I'm in that camp. I'm 100% in that camp. I think we should bring bullying back. Oh, speaking of like CGI nightmares and whatnot. I am a huge hater of the Lilo and Stitch live action. My truth come out. I'm so sorry. I'm a hater. I won't see it because they revealed to me that they didn't include my shark boy in there. And they were like, he's too hard to do in CG. And I was like, oh, you guys are weak. What happened? We used to be a country. We used to be able to do 3D animation. And why have we taken 8,000 steps? They're like, a shark man would be too hard to do, and I was like, y'all are just cowards. He would be too powerful. He would have been... Oh, where's my Gantu? Where's my Gantu? I deserve it! Okay, I need to BRB some stuff. I shall be back soon. See you in a bit, Trace. I have something to announce. I'm apathetic towards live action. That's fair. The live actions... There. I feel like some of the live actions I like and some of them I do not. Alright, where does this wing go? Does it go behind? I want it to be behind the point, because I do like my little face points. Put the wing behind it. We're gonna have one feather go in front, one feather go behind. I can do it properly. Oh, the point is in such a... The point is precisely where this needs to end, and that would look bad. Put it in. We're gonna tuck it in. That looks fine. That looks okay. That looks fine. When I was a kid with internet access, I was watching some MLP videos and I stumbled across somebody playing a game called Luna Game, and I was scared of what things scared you as a kid. I don't think I know that. I think I know a lot of the cursed MLP lore. I don't think I know that one. I know all of, like, the really high budget sound, like, song productions that were all, like, look like they're official, but they're not. And they're definitely, like, creepypasta versions. Live action Stitch looks super cute, but I'm super tired of live actions. Yeah, I feel like the problem is it felt like, why were they good at first and they got so bad? They're like Cinderella was good. There was nothing wrong with the Cinderella one. It was fine. I don't remember the order in which they came out. Beauty and the Beast, they were like, let's not have good costumes anymore. Like, let's not, like, Beauty and the Beast, my main gripes with Beauty and the Beast is the dress is horrible. We all agree. No one's defending that hideous dress that they decided to put upon us in that movie, where it's not a gorgeous, gorgeous ball gown that could have easily been translated into real life because it was originally by a fashion designer. Let's not have the gorgeous gown, let's have the ugly, like, shredded dress. And then that one also was like, what if we just don't write the romance? What if we don't put the romance in the story? And it really hurt my feelings because I like romance, and you can't just, like, do Beauty and the Beast and be like, we're gonna rush the one song where we show the passage of time going by and the two of them bonding over knowledge and, like, falling in love with each other. We're gonna, like, not have the passage of time go, and we're also just gonna kill the romance. And I was like, now they're in love. And I was like, not to me. Not to me they're not in love. As the professional love guru myself. Love is not determined in here. Love is not detected. Bring me back the romance. Bring me back. I cannot feel the love tonight, in fact. You should repair that. It made me mad. I did like the original song in that, though. Da 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 da. I have so many live action rants I could go on. Disney's been milking it for a while, mostly poor, so I've mentally checked out. Snow White, I can't even, like, I don't even know what to do with Snow White. Like, that one, everyone else, though, there's been ones I haven't seen. Like, I refuse to see the Mulan one because that's all of, like, the politics and stuff behind it make me really angry. And the changes are very stupid in that one. But I can tell you why I don't like the Mulan one. And why I refuse to see it. However, with the Snow White one, I don't know anything. I just, like, everybody was like, it's a dumpster fire, and I was like, I ain't touching it. I don't even know what's happening in that one, and it's bad. And then worms and breathing up breath and surface level stuff, yeah. Sorry, I'm like, you're not late. Welcome in, Rosie. How are you today? I really like, yeah, the retelling stuff. Like, the villain redo stories, when they, like, put effort into it and honestly do major rewrites, were good. I like both Cruella and I really liked Maleficent a bunch. But it genuinely felt like it was a new story. It was a new story that's fun and unique in the way that, like the Descendants series, if anybody's watched the Descendants before. Like, it's nice to have kind of this fan fiction that's super fun, because it has the same vibes as, like, Wicked, and we all love Wicked here. I love just, like, the rewrite that's, like, an insane, like, AU rewrite, where it's not just, like, a few things tweaked. It's, like, a complete AU that's about a different character and in a different spin. I like that. But I also feel like they might go too far with that, because I think they said is Captain Hook the next one they're doing? If they go off the original Peter Pan tale. Oh, there was a noise. Oh, no! Oh my god. Forgot. I summoned AI and she tried to supply me Peter Pan. That was weird. That was funky. Oh my god. I wonder how many people are gonna see Shrek 5. I might see Shrek 5. I like the Shrek franchise. It's, like, oddly campy, and I enjoy it. But it'll be interesting to see if it's a major departure from, because it's been so long since they've had the writers cooking. My opinion on the live-action Beauty and the Beast is that we can agree how ugly... Her doll is so ugly! Her doll is so... Emma Watson was done so dirty. Her doll is hideous. I saw that thing and I was like, why is there a gremlin? Why is the queen drawn like a gremlin? Explain... Was that... Is it Mattel who did the doll for that one? Explain Mattel. It probably wasn't. I don't think Mattel's paired with Disney. Explain whoever did that doll. You have to explain for your crimes of ugliness. I'm in shock at Pururune and Merodon's debut as Zukune and Kiss. They were out of this world, man. They were a present for my birthday. That's what that was. They were a massive present, and I am happy. Only tell you this, say what you want about Walt Disney, I know that man ain't a saint, but his legacy left behind is getting majorly tarnished. Yeah, they've just been so, like, not good. Are you also gonna watch Toy Story 5? No, I think there's certain series that I don't have strong attachments to. I really didn't care for any of the newer Toy Story. I am very loyal to the first two. And when they did the, the reboot with, 3 and 4, I did not enjoy either 3 or 4 at all. And I also don't enjoy, like, the conversation people have around it either. Everything about the newer Toy Story stuff has been such a bummer for me. I think the original series, the original 2 were so good. I need to stop saying series or I'll summon the demon back. But yeah, I'm pretty picky about that. I think that's one where it's like my childhood nostalgia prevents me from really enjoying the newer ones. I would love to see them bring back Bug's Life. That one sparked a joy. I'm so picky about some of my, like, Disney media. But I'm also, like, somebody who doesn't care for, and I know this is, like, my biggest cardinal sin, I am not a huge fan of Inside Out either. I don't know why, I couldn't get into it. Even my mom, because my mom loves animated movies, she will never admit it, but she's a huge fan of animated movies. And she's like, you didn't like Inside Out? And I was like, it's okay. It wasn't my favorite. Oh my god, doing diamonds is such a pain. But I forgot to put my diamonds somewhere else, so this is where they end up. But yeah, I also feel like a lot of the Pixar original movies have actually been good and people just are wrong. For some of the newer ones, I have not liked them, like, their continuations. I've much preferred their newer IPs. Like, I'm pretty excited for Elio. I liked Elemental! I really liked Turning Red. I really liked, Luca. Luca was really good. I think Luca, thus far, is my, like, newest favorite Pixar movie. Like, made me so emotional. Made me so emotional. The fact that Florida Park was largely built financially support on a nature reserve was on, they've lost the point. Yeah. Yeah, and we had the alligator incident. I'm pushing 30 and I still haven't seen A Bug's Life! Oh, Bug's Life is cute! I think it's the first one Pixar ever did. Bug's Life was really sweet. Though Hopper, like, scared the crap out of me as a child. Which, really funny, bring him back, because I cannot resist having a conversation about, I'm redoing these, the Hear Me Out. During the Hear Me Out trend, the amount of people who said they were attracted to Hopper absolutely threw me for a loop, because that thing terrified me as a child. I was like, scary villain! Scary villain! Me can't handle scary villain, he's too intimidating, he's gonna hurt somebody. Really terrified me as a kid. I mean, did you really go through childhood trauma unless you were scared of grasshoppers? When I wanted to see A Bug's Life when I was little, my parents got me from the— I'm trying to remember if Ants was a good one. No, Ants was not good. Ant Bully was good. I was at camp and they were like, we don't really want to take care of you kids, so you're watching Ant Bully. That movie was, like, unbelievably good, and I was like, why is this cooking? Why is this actually for reals cooking? I think Ants is the one where they just have Uncanny Valley look, and I don't remember the plotline as well. But I remember Ant Bully. I'm sorry, that's completely irrelevant to what you said, but Ant Bully is so good, though. It was so sweet and taught a decent lesson. No wonder, even as a kid, I mentally checked out while trying to watch Ants. I think that the bell was in a JCPenney exclusive. I didn't even know JCPenney did dolls. Which is why it looks like the love child of Justin Bieber, Lord Farquaad. That's such an unhinged comparison of the two. That's so unhinged. Dude, oh my god. Oh, I am going to have my brief rant. The one live action movie I absolutely love to bits, but I also think tremendously failed in the fashion department, is The Little Mermaid. Now, to be fair, The Little Mermaid is one of my all-time favorite Disney movies, period. I thought it was really cute. People can complain about what all they want, but I thought they did a really good job, and I felt the love. I felt the love in that one. Under the Sea was bad because I don't know why they suck at putting things in the background and having saturated colors. I don't know why they're allergic to making busy backgrounds and they just make it empty. I'm like, 3D model something and put it in there. Get a bigger computer. You guys can afford a computer that can render it. And then the other problem was the dress. They only had one, they had her in one outfit the whole movie, and I was like, okay, but the original had like 5. So can you please put her in a different outfit? The dress is cute, don't get me wrong. I liked the dress, but you know what I like more? A different outfit. Like, I don't know why the department was like, we can afford CG for Little Mermaid, but we cannot afford another costume. I'm like, chill out the money, dude. Drop the 1K, get her an outfit. Alright, do I want to tackle the hands right now, or am I gonna put that off? Because my banana hands are gonna go banana-y. As you can see, I'm continually avoiding doing the chest because it's very complex and a lot of overlapping parts, and me no want to do it right now. Me wanna be afraid. I love the Little Mermaid live action so much, it just needed more colors indeed. I know, like, I don't know what's with them in desaturation, because that's the other problem with Beauty and the Beast. Be Our Guest also was just like, we forgot how color works, and I was like, but could you just turn on the saturation? Like, for the scenes that need to have color, like, obviously Beauty and the Beast has a lot of scenes where they don't have color. For, like, good reason. Like, any of the intimidating scenes or whatever, they don't have color, yes. Makes sense. But for Be Our Guest, it's like she's just in a blue, shadowy room with, like, normal colored dinner plates. And I'm like, we don't need it to be that realistic. You can have some whimsy. You can- it's all CG anyways. Like, just take the saturation nodule and turn it! And that's the other complaint for, as if I have not complained enough. The other complaint for Lilo and Stitch is that Hawaii looks so desaturated, and I'm like, did you guys turn down the saturation of the Pacific Ocean? Why is that ocean gray? I have been to the Pacific Ocean. It's very blue. Like, obviously a lot of videos and stuff will saturate oceans, period. But as somebody who lives on the Atlantic, where our ocean is like murky gray blue, the Pacific is definitely blue air. Like, don't lie about it. Do you have any Disney movies you like that's... Or do you have any movies that you like that's not Disney related? I mean, it depends. Are we talking about live action movies or animated? Because I have so many animated movies I love so much. Oh my god, somebody the other day posted some of the behind the scenes stuff, and I don't know, I think it's pronounced Klaus. Might be pronounced just Claus because it's a Santa Claus movie. That movie goes so hard. Like, you know, for being a Christmas movie, which they usually don't put too much effort in Christmas movies, that goes so hard for an animated Christmas movie. That, like, the ingenuity behind it's good, the plot's good, the characters are good, they wrote a decent female character, it was really nice. I passionately love that movie. I recently watched Flo with my cat, which is a sentence, but she genuinely watched the whole movie with me. I liked Flo, but Flo got me real confused because, like, that movie was somewhat realistic mostly through it. It, like, had a level of realism, and then it got real funky at the end, and I was like, wait, what's happening? And it was like, yeah, and I was like, that didn't make any sense. I was like, what just happened? Flo was good, though, and it's all done in Blender, which I'm always a fan of people who are able to do movies in Blender. I'm trying to think. You have to give me a genre or something of movies. I've got to remember what movies exist. Okay, now the line weight is kind of wow. Yeah, I follow a lot. Well, first of all, I went to school with a lot of people who are professional animators now, so I follow a lot of, like, especially 3D animation stuff. I kind of keep in the loop on that. To be fair, there's still a list of stuff I need to watch. But I really love any kind of, like, 3D animated movies. I love the technique. I like the stylized stuff, especially since the movies, like, have moved away from trying to do, like, PBR and super realistic rendering and whatnot. They're moving to be more, like, Spider-Verse stylized. I'm like, let's go. Which I also love the Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse is easily, and I don't think that's like a hot take or anything, Spider-Verse is phenomenal. It's just so visually creative. But that's also just the artist in me. Okay, what can I do that's not the chest area? What can I cheat at the moment and avoid trying to figure out all my conflicting lines that I could have absolutely made better before I did the strength? I think I might just do the other arm. Wait, are you intersecting anything? You're good. You can merge it. But I'm also trying to think about what's upcoming, because Demon Hunters is upcoming, Elio's upcoming. I'm trying to think if any other fun movies are on the horizon in the 3D realm. Do you listen to Vocaloid? If so, what was your first Vocaloid song for me? To me, it was Alice Human Sacrifice. That goes so hard. That was one of my first. I found that through, what, a Powerpuff Girl video? That is interesting. That's an interesting way to get there. Unless PPG is standing for something else. God, what was mine? Probably one of the, like, the really basic ones, like World Is Mine. Like, I think the way that I, like, so much of my memory of this is wrong, because I thought Hatsune Miku was in DDR and she was not. But, like, I just always thought she was a DDR, like one of the DDR dancers you could be. I don't know what this line is. But I think just the basic stuff at my time period was like World Is Mine was really big. I got really into, and this is kind of more of the next gen stuff, I was really into Spica by Garnadelia, and I'm a huge Garnadelia fan. They now do like a bunch of anime openings and endings, like they did the Kill la Kill one, they did... What do they... I, like, know all of their best songs are with bad anime, because they did the ending, theme for Special Ops Asuka. Garbage, but the ending goes so hard. They did one for Little Witch Academia. They did, I think, the second opening. What else did they do? What other anime have they been in? They had a sprawl of it, but I knew them from their Vocaloid stuff because they did a lot of Miku things. Whatever Miku addictions I had. At one point I thought about doing a stream where I found one of my really old hard drives where I had just as a kid saved so much random junk, just without going through like obviously anything that's like not good. I just wanted to like go through all the blingies I saved because this is middle school me. I have a folder of like over 2,000 shiny gifs of Mermaid Melody because that was my hyperfixation at that age. It is unholy, but I also, like, you know, as one did back in the day, obtained music the way one must, and I have a lot of really old Vocaloid songs there, as well as, like, I still have an obsession with remixes. I love a good old-fashioned remixed version of a good song, because I'm like, you can take a good song, but you can elevate it to, like, I don't know, Nightcore. You could make it Nightcore, and it could be even better! And I have, like, a whole folder of, like, just edited music and, like, covers, like, oh, I'm trying to remember. I had one, because I also really like the, what's his name? Eddie Lloyd, who does the Panty and Stocking music. Love his stuff. And I have a lot of remixes of his music. Because they go really hard. He's good at making music. He did something more normal recently. I'm trying to remember what he collabed on. Maybe it was like a Hololive thing that he did. He does some pretty good stuff. I don't usually watch a lot of Disney or Western animation stuff, but there are a few exceptions, mostly what I watched as a kid. Fair enough. I feel like, you know, some families are like anti-Disney or like very pro-Disney. Do you listen to Vocaloid? Okay, I did answer that. Well, actually, I did a good amount of Cartoon Network. Oh man, I watched a lot of Cartoon Network too. Anything on like the Cartoon Network, Nick, and Disney. There's one other channel I can't remember off the top of my head. Were the ones that I had, and I grew up with them. And then I like know sparingly about PBS Kids because I didn't watch that as much, But I love people's hot takes about PBS Kids shows because they're very funny. Hey, I know him. Yeah, Dave and I went to AWA and we watched Teddy Lloyd at like 2 a.m. It was very sleepy, but I got to hear his music live. I'm trying to remember because I've been to AWA a couple of times, and one year I went to see Daoko. Daoko does a lot of music with Teddy Lloyd, but she also did the theme song Tsuki no Hana, or Moonflowers, for Sailor Moon Cosmos. So, you know, small world. Small world. For all these musicians, they be knowing each other. Oh yeah, PBS Kids. Actually, a mutual friend of me and Dave, Megs, wherever she is, she has, like, hot takes about Caillou, and it's really funny, because I remember nothing about Caillou. I just remember it's the little bald kid. And apparently she's like, he's the most demonic child ever. He's super whiny. And it's so funny to listen to people rant about children's shows. Oh my god. That reminds me, there's somebody on TikTok who I've moved off TikTok because TikTok is just annoying. But as a content creator, it's annoying. I don't care about the content's like now, but as a content creator, they made some very annoying choices. But there was one content creator I thought I probably should figure out who she is and follow her on something else if she has other media. There's this one girl who would just give her hot takes about Sophia the First. And Sophia the First is something that came after my generation, so I haven't seen much of it. So people are like, you gotta go back and watch that, and I was like, okay, I'll put that on the list. I, like, watched a bunch, like, I went back and watched a lot of Disney stuff from that time, because I also watched Tangled the Adventure series, and that's peak. But yeah, it's very funny to see her review Sophia the First episodes and, like, give her hot takes on it. And, like, she's so intense with all the characters, and that's so funny. I love people who, like, in a very comedic way, over-dramatize media. I think it's really entertaining, personally. I love to see people have beef with, like, fictional characters. When it's all, like, good and fun. Alright. I think I've avoided some of the pain, but I've got to do it eventually. I also think I ended up making the bloomers go a different direction than I wanted to, because I ended up going this... I don't want the eraser. I ended up going this way, but I think I actually wanted them going this way and coming down like that, but I've already, you know, dug my grave. I could probably just take out the bloomers I own and figure out which direction it goes, but that would be a lot of work and I'd have to stand up. And I am currently comfortably sitting with 3 blankets on me. Because I am a cold bean. I actually really, before this stream, I had to sit on my hands because my hands were too cold to draw. I have, like, the worst circulation under the sun. Alright, how do I want to put this in here? Do I want to blow it like that? No. Want it like that. Yeah. Mid. This is also off-center. That looks better. Are decisions being made? Also, on the topic of different animated series, I had a friend who reignited my rant about Gentry Chow. I don't know if anybody has seen that one. It was... I think it was a Netflix original? Yeah, it would be a Netflix original. I was like, maybe it aired on Cartoon Network. It did not. Which is one about a Chinese girl who can see the supernatural and then has powers at which she can deal with the supernatural. And it was good, but also it could have been better. Could have been better. It had a love triangle, and I have very strong... As you guys know, my strong romantic feelings. I have very strong feelings about romance, and it had a not fantastic love triangle. And I was like, oh, not the bad love triangle. We could have a good love triangle. I take it back. Is there really such thing as a good love triangle? Like, the good love triangle in my mind is a fake love triangle. Like, you get Fruits Basket. Fruits Basket is the queen of, like, not actually having a love triangle, because it's pretty obvious who the choice is, and it doesn't really go anywhere else for the second one, so I'm like, there you go. Romance. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, I also need to remember to do this. So the music in the stream today is by Koyomi-san. He does all of my music, and I got him to do a bit of Magical Cinnamon's music. This is one I commissioned last year. I think I'm gonna come up with a new summer theme. But this is the current summer theme. And I'm gonna grab his profile and put it in the chats because I need to remember to do that. Fruits Basket was good. Fruits Basket, I like, but it is not my hot take. It's not my favorite, but I think it's pretty solid. I think it does a rather solid job at what it needs to do. Is it the best romance? No. Is it a good drama? Absolutely. A delectable drama. Which is always funny. Like, for me, it's like not super big on the romance portion of it. But people who don't watch it are like, not this romance garbage. And I was like, it does very little romance. It does a lot of drama. It does a lot of drama, and you have to be prepared for the drama. Alright. How do I want to handle this? Oh, you know what? We're not gonna handle it. I'm gonna go do the mouth. I'm gonna procrastinate. Woo! Here we go. But to be fair, is this one? I don't think I'm gonna animate this one's mouth. I think she's just gonna have a little like, ooh! A little ooh! And call it a day. It's mostly drama. It's mostly drama! I was like, is there more romance? Can I have a little bit more romance? I say as I read the manga 1,000 years ago. Ooh, that does remind me too. On the topic of manga, circling back to manga, I have manga in my car, because I was grabbing it from my parents' place, and I wanted to have it. And then my dad was like, hey, you should probably take that out of your car because it's gonna get really hot and it's gonna melt. And I was like, it's not gonna melt! My manga's not gonna melt. It might melt. It might melt a little bit. Like, I guess the cover has some plastic in it. And I guess I don't want my manga to melt. Which, the manga in question is I finally found one of my really old copies of Full Moon wo Sagashite. But, oh my god, the burden of having ordered all of the, I couldn't find my manga, so I reordered the set on Right Stuff way long time ago, and then Right Stuff got reclaimed by Crunchyroll. Like, Crunchyroll took it, and I'm like, so are you guys gonna give me my manga? Or are you guys gonna give me, I don't even think they're gonna give me a refund. I'm like, it'd be really nice if everything stopped getting absorbed by Crunchyroll and then my order stopped, like, go into oblivion. Like, I don't think I'm gonna get my money back for Right Stuff, and then Crunchyroll, maybe it wasn't Crunchyroll. I'm trying to remember which company it was. One of the companies, maybe it was GamerSupps, took over my merch. I bought merch 1,000 years ago from the VTuber Bao, because I love her, and I love her art and stuff. Really cute set I got 1,000,000 years ago. But the merchandise has been moved around, which not her fault. A lot of bad stuff happened, and a lot of unfortunate stuff happened to her. But now I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever actually gonna see my merchandise there. I think the money is just gonna go in the drain, and I'm sad about that. And so that's fun. That's great. Welcome in, Ben. How are you today? Are you all supercharged from the newest episode? The newest drama, the newest emotional wreckage for us here at the beginning of this lovely month of June. Because I know I'm a little messed up. Okay, how do I want to do this? This is where I need to, like, sketch things out more in the beginning. Oh, okay. Now it's working. Now it's working. Come on. Yeah. I'm good. Charged from it. I'm not happy with the drama. Yeah, I feel very similarly because they're resetting the characters and I don't know what it's going to do. Alright, why is my pen not drawing? Fine. I would like you to draw. See, why is it? I promise you I'm running my hand against the but it's not working. Yeah, I just have to make my pen a little bit smaller. And then come in here trying to get these. No! No, 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 no. Come back, come back, come back. Oh, iPad. Please behave. Please behave. I need you to work with me here, queen. Da 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 da. And then other thing in my pre-order update. Pre-order update drama. I have a Beeg figure. I have a, like, probably the biggest figure I'm ever going to own. I finally got that shipped out, and I was really excited about it. And I'm like, oh, the big figure's coming. I spent a lot of money on the shipping. I need the big figure to come home. I've been waiting for this big figure. My big figure has a hot take about another big figure. A big figure I want so bad. And then I checked the shipping today, and it said they failed to ship it out from its home country. Don't disappear. It failed to ship out from its home country because they labeled the weight wrong. And so I don't even think I'm gonna leave it up to chance. Like, after shopping so many different places, and the original seller, like, doesn't tell you when the order stops functioning properly, and they just take your money, I think I'm gonna have to email. I really don't want to have to email them again, because I already had to email them a bunch. I don't want to have to email these people again and being like, hey, you guys screwed up my order. I'm not giving you any more shipping money. Please ship out my figure. You guys need to ship out my figure properly, and the fact that you registered the weight wrong is not my problem. I need you guys to ship my figure, please. And I know it's gonna be a money loss to them because the figure's gonna get shipped back to them and they just lost all the money on that shipping, but I am not repaying that shipping because they messed up. They need to send me my figure. And I'm really annoyed about it. I'm really salty about it. But I'm happy as soon as I'll own 2 pieces of Precure merch. Ooh, what did you buy? What did you get? What is next? What do we have in the merchandise hole? Also, why did they not announce the new merchandise for the new episode? Why have they not announced the lock and key? Why are they holding off another week when they could tell me now and I could pre-order it now? Oh, on the topic of pre-orders, because I just pre-order things all day long. I did pre-order the Muse Tact. I figured out how to do that for pre-orchestra, which I'm really happy. Because I was like, that's going to be really annoying to pre-register. But I figured it out. Against all odds, I figured out how to get it. And she's nicely pre-ordered. I've made a mistake, but I don't want to redraw the line because it's not good. Ooh. Ooh. It has to go all the way up, doesn't it? I bought the black pepper brush! Yay! That I mentioned, and yesterday I ordered the regular Satoru. He's getting all the boyos! All the boyos! Oh my god. I saw a video yesterday of somebody who did, like, the magical Satoru cosplay, and they did such a thorough job with the makeup and everything, and I was so impressed. I was like, dang, this is so cute! Oh my god, but congratulations on getting the plushies! Oh my god, also talking plushies, for anybody who's seen Pretty Pretty Please, I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl, they're doing another plushie campaign with Makeshift, and, I think it's fully funded. I think as of, like, yesterday, it ended up being fully funded 2 days into the campaign, which is fantastic. And they're doing, the mascot, Hoshi, the little star, who's voiced by the same voice actress for English Kaname Madoka. Very, very exciting. Very excited to get that plushie. Put it next to my Aiko plushie. And next month, I'll get regular- Oh, Takumi! Oh my god, I'm gonna have to see your little boy plushie lineup! Oh my god, I kinda wanna get- I don't know how difficult it is in the aftermarket at this point. I kinda wanna get Mari-chan, because he is cute. And he's meant to be a marketable plushie. He was always meant to be a marketable plushie. I like him in Delicious Party Sparks Joy. Honestly, seeing that character design, was not sure what that character was gonna be like, but he did such a good job, and the voice actor did such a decent performance. I'm trying not to get lazy with this, but I'm getting a little bit lazy. Not the butt. Not the butt. Not the butt. Nope. Not me trying to figure out where the butt is. I lost the butt. I should have drawn the butt better. So I would have more an idea of what I'm doing. Coming this Saturday, like this, like You know, Saturday was yesterday, so next Saturday. Mentally, I was like, so yesterday? No, that's not what you meant. Oh my god. And then on topic, once more, continuing pre-order discussion, my Switch 2 is coming next Friday. I'm really excited about it. It charged me, so it's coming. Oh lord, she coming. I'm very excited about that. I did hear that, she may not be compatible with older capture cards, and I was like, I didn't think about that. I don't want to have to buy a new Elgato capture card, but god. Nintendo consoles are so fickle with technology. The OG voice actress of Ash Ketchum, exactly. Mine's coming too, let's go! What's the first game you're gonna play on the Switch 2? What games are we playing? I know I'm just gonna probably, because I'm not doing any of the, like, none of the new games at the moment that are being released I'm super into right now. All I'm really excited about is, like, the new Pokemon one. I think that's the biggest new title that I care about. But I am gonna test out how well Splatoon 2 runs, because, not Splatoon 2, oh my god, Splatoon 3, we're on the third one. I want to see how well it runs now that we have the new season. So I'm back on to playing more Splat. Living my Splat life. Mario Kart World. I wish I liked Mario Kart. But I do think the whole, like, free roaming stuff makes it interesting, because I think I don't love, I say as I, like, was just ranting about Splatoon 3. I don't usually like competitive games. But, like, I do like that the new Mario Kart game seems like it's being more than just a multiplayer online game. Which I'm glad. I don't know, has any of the Mario Kart games ever had any kind of, like, story to it? Has there ever been, like, some kind of story campaign? Like, I only liked Smash Brothers Brawl on the grounds that it had the Subspace Emissary. Because that was the best thing ever, and then they just never peaked again. Oh my god, for some reason my stylus is not working. I don't love that. Ah! Back. We may be hitting the crux of the stream here. This may be where we start to wrap down. I'm making a magical girl, magical boy iceberg on my YouTube playlist. It's been a work in progress, and most of it's based on someone's preferences, so yes, icebergs are kind of dead, but they're always fun. I think they're a ton of fun. I really like icebergs. I also like because a lot of people end up doing a lot of research for them, and you find out stuff about franchises you would never have thought. For better or for worse, but you find out the secret. I also realized that I made the lines really thick here, and I didn't make them thick on the other side, so I'm gonna have to redo the other side. No story, but the DS had a mission mode. Ah, what was that like? Playing Legends Arceus right now, get myself more hyped. Dude, I need to finish up my campaign. I think I burnt myself out on Arceus, because I played it on the wrong plural file when I first got it. And so I can't put any of my Pokemon in home without trading them to another person, so I'm just redoing it. Except for the shiny ones I got. So I'm replaying it on my main account. But I wanted to, like, 100% the Pokedex, which is a foolhardy thing to do in that game. It's very long. And so, I burnt myself out. I burnt myself out about halfway, but I need to at least finish the campaign before the new Arceus game comes up. But I also want to do it because, I think Pokemon Home gives you a bonus. I can't remember what Pokemon they give you, but they give you a shiny somebody for, 100%ing the Pokedex in Pokemon Home, which is what I wanted to do. Don't worry, I'm still working on the power-up tier list. Oh my god, that could be next week. Actually, I need to look at my schedule, because normally in summer I travel a lot on the weekends. But I don't think for the month of June I'm going up too much. But I know at some point I will. I don't think I'm going up next weekend, so I should be fine for next weekend. I don't know about the weekend after that. I do know, and this is way later down the line, I am going to be traveling in August. So one of the weekends, I'm not going to be here, because I'm going to be in New York. As I am every year. But outside of that, I'm hoping my, like, streaming schedule and stuff won't be too insanely inconsistent. I want to keep it on Sundays, but also I know that the days that I travel, I will get back at, like, 2 o'clock. And so, I will need to do my new reaction video more than I need to stream. But, yeah. I'll be willing to help with trading. Ooh, might take you up on that when I get back into playing it. Might not be this weekend, but I'll try. It'll be a future thing, because I think again, I've played so much Arceus that I'm still not quite motivated to play it again. But I'll get bit by the Pokemon bug. I will say a lot of the Legend ZA stuff has gotten me like, ooh, I got me playing Pokemon Go again. I'm catching up on Pokemon Go. I just did everything you could at the time for Pokemon Go, and I was not wanting to do the weekly releases. So I think Pokemon Go right now has an egg event going on, and I'm like, girl, I'm not walking around. It's been raining every day here. I can't hatch eggs in the storm. When we get hit by lightning, not Niantic. I know it's switched ownership. I don't know if it's finished switching ownership. I might just finish up the legs and call it there. Also should probably check my phone and see if I have been contacted by anybody. Oh, I did miss some. Okay, nothing too big. Just birthday wishes. Got it. Do you want to do a Pokemon Go walk one weekend soon? We can get ice cream. Probably should, yeah. We should do one. I'm trying to remember when the next community day is, because I think I missed the community day for... which one? Machop. But Machop, yeah, I need a shiny for him. I have lots of shiny Machops already from other games. Like, I think it's one of the most notoriously occurring Pokemon for me. Like, I think I went in my bank recently and I had, like, our home recently and I had, like, 5 or 6 shiny Machamps and I was like, anybody else? There's plenty of Pokemon I don't have that are not shiny. It's not Muscle Man. I think the worst, though, is one time I had a shiny Machoke and my friend traded it to me so that I could put it in home, but I forgot that it evolves in a trade, so it evolved, and I was like, it's gonna be such a pain to register shiny Machoke into my Pokemon. Yeah. I meant on the tier list. I might not get it ready, but I'll work on it each day. Don't worry too much about it. It's already super, super duper appreciated that you're doing that for me. Both you and Trace have been phenomenal with doing... I redo whatever I undid. You guys have been super phenomenal with getting tier lists out and keeping them, like, really updated and stuff. Mega, mega, mega appreciate that. Well. We're getting to the bee's knees. I hate drawing. Part of the reason why the legs are bent and, like, she's sitting on the legs. 1, I sit like that in real life. It's really bad for my legs, but I do it all the time. 2, it's because I hate drawing legs. I could have had them, like, normal. Like, I could have had them, like, wow, and then, like, wow, wow, wow. I could have had them doing something like that. But I was like, no, what if we just bend them? What if I just tuck them under my body so I don't have to draw too much? I have very weird things that I don't like drawing. But legs are just so long and lanky and boring. I give it to people who can do leg day. Or people who, like, religiously only draw thighs. And I'm like, go off, queen? I do like drawing tights simply because the texture is really fun. And there's, like, texture brushes that are just for the texture. And I think they're really pretty. Because they're kind of sparkly. It's so interesting that only Mana has the power of a Doki. Don't even start about that. That's my villain origin story. I think literally when Doki Doki was airing, they had a slew of seasons where they were, like, kind of giving people one-off power-ups and stuff, and I was not here for it. And I was like, Doki Doki better not. And then they did, and I was... Ooh, that final episode. Like, it took me a while to come down from my rage from that episode to finally realize, like, it's not the worst finale in the universe. But it sure did make me angry at the time. I was so mad, dude. So mad. Okay. Alright, come on, leg. I should do this on a different layer. No, I can do better. I can do better. There's something floating in this layer. Something's floating. There's a dot. There's a dot somewhere in it. No. You're doing that. There's a dot in the free space and I don't like it. Alright. Nope. You have to figure out where it is. Oh, there's a dot somewhere because the layer is telling me that there's a dot somewhere it ought not to be. Driving me mad. God, if there's anything you'll ever learn about doing art, it's when you find the one pixel that decided to be your villain origin story. Somewhere in the void. The Happy movie power-up is not exclusive. I found out during the tier list making. The rest of the Smile team has an ultra... Yeah, that they fix it. So a lot of them will be exclusive in movies, because I'm going through the movies with exclusive forms. Trying to think about it. Obviously, Yes 5. I think no, maybe it's just Yes 5 Go-Go has the dream power-up. Then there's nothing in Heart Catch, but Sweet also has Melody power-up by herself in the movie, but then everybody gets the power-up in the finale. And then, oh my god, Mana gets 2, because she gets her movie-exclusive power-up, and then she gets her series-exclusive power-up, and I'm like, okay, I don't know, you didn't need 2. You didn't need 2, Miss Ma'am. Ones I don't mind would be like Healing Good, where the Healing Good movie, they've got like 18,000 power-ups, and I was like, that's fine. I do have beef with the Tropical Rouge movie, though, because I don't understand why the Hardcatch gang didn't also get the cool outfits, and they didn't get to be part of the song. Maybe the voice actors were too expensive, but I had hurt feelings. I'd love them to have a tropical variant of their super silhouette. I thought that'd be pretty cool. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I just like Heartcatch. Okay, that was not bad. That was not bad for a first wave. And the rest of the legs I'm just gonna, like, cover with clouds. I'm gonna animate and cover them with clouds so I don't have to do the rest of it. See how an artist can be super duper lazy? Why is there a line? Why is there a line? Get this line out of here. No one asked for that. Okay. Anyways. Anyway. Those are my intense feelings about the power-ups. But I feel like the franchise either gives no one a power-up, or they give the whole team a power-up, so I have not had beef in a hot minute with that. I think they finally learned. They were like, oh, we finally know what Noblest T enjoys, and we have corrected our ways. And I'm like, yeah, that's right, I better correct my feelings. Oh, I hate drawing parallel lines. It's so not fun. I messed it up at the end. It was so good, and then I messed it up. Welcome back, Trace. I come back to hear Hardcatch. Girl, did we forget the plot line that T is the biggest Go Princess? The Go Princess movie. The Go Princess movie is interesting because it's 2 movies. It's 2 short films in one. And then they have the All-Star one, which is also just a singing medley. It's just interesting that nothing about the Go Princess movies was normal. It was not standard at all. Okay, line, listen here. If I just do it slowly, we'll be fine. If I just do it slowly. If I do it really... Nope, I fucked it up. If I do it really slowly. If I do it really slowly, and I can keep it parallel. Oh! Close enough. Sign, seal, deliver, take that. No one's gonna notice from a million miles away. Do-do-do-do-do. The Shining Cure dream that is in the Go-Go film isn't exclusive as the girls get it in the DX film. Oh, you're so right. Yeah, it's like 3 short films. Yeah. Oh, that's true, because it also has the, like, chibi one. Because it has the 3D one, it has the 2D one, and then it has the little chibi one. Where she, like, turns into... What's her name? Miracle. Okay. Okay, lines. Little ribbon to give it some pop. Oh. Anyways. I think I found this dot. Nope, it's not. Yes. I found a dot! I found a dot! Is it the dot? Is it this dot? It is. I found this dot. This little jerk. Removed. Dot gone. Dot removed. The fact that there is no official of the Go Princess Primavera forms bugs that you see clearly and separately. I feel like there's gotta be some kind of art book that has them and people just don't have good scans of it. Why is there no Splash Star and insert recent Precure season here? Probably because Splash Star is underrated to me. Ignoring Cure Bloom's power-up, aka Bright, because that outfit is trash! Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't have a movie power-up. Like, I think their belts get movie, like the belts and the brace, I think, get a movie edition, but their outfits don't get updated. Like, they don't get cool gold forms or anything, and I was like, okay, now what were we doing here, though? Why'd they no get pretty outfit change? And yet this was the era where you did outfit changes. You have no excuse. Like, we may be in an era where we don't do outfit changes now, but, like, we could be doing outfit changes. There's a dot! Where did you come from? Be gone, foul dot. Be gone, foul dot. No one asked you to be here and cause me great traumas. Do it. Cure Bloom, Bright, and Cure Egret, Wendy. I still just think they should have had Bright and Wendy be the sisters. KDU sisters. I feel like that would have been a better decision overall. I'll be back to lurking playing Warframe. Enjoy your Warframe. Cure Bloom and Cure Egret do have a power-up that combines their looks, and I feel like in the All-Star movie, everybody kind of gets like a Goldie form, but for their own like standalone movie, they didn't have a power-up, which I was like, well, why no? Why not though? Also, do they have designs of all like the DX movies? Like the first All-Stars? I feel like that would be kind of a pain to find the power-ups of those. So they definitely, for the Healing Good movie, fed us good with the concept art for that. There's things I might finagle around. I really just have to do the chest area and the hands. Look. Alright, let me... This can go down here. Or should I need to get map. I'm gonna commit to finishing this. I'm gonna dig deep a bit so that I can just start doing the patterning and animating. Don't undo the thing I just did, tablet. Girl, I won't be here longer if you undo all my work. I don't need that. Wait. For now. Dot appears to you. You've committed the unholy crime possible. You shall be punished to the greatest extent. Instant deletion from existence. Literally, though! They're so evil! It's not a dot, it's a beauty mark. Please. I do have some beauty marks, but they're like really tiny. They're very tiny and in unassuming places. First of all, first All-Stars doesn't, but DX Film brings in the forms from the TV series, the Angel from Fresh, Max Heart 2 outfits, Shining outfits from Yes 5, so they borrow from the previous films. Interesting. And I don't think I ever realized it. I just know that in some of the All-Star movies, they all got glowy gold forms. And I was like, okay, pop off, queens. Because I feel like Cure Black and Cure White have a lot of different gold forms. Maybe it's just one and I'm dumb. But I felt like they had a lot of different ones. Head honcho of Markiplier. Also, it's funny that on both lists there will be no Hodogodu Sky. We don't talk about how mad I am that Hodogodu Sky has no power-up forms. They deserve better. I'm gonna put them in, like, honorary mention should have been here. This is where I would put the Hodogodu Sky power-ups if they had any! I also realized I forgot to do the calling for these. Close enough. Better. I can do better. I can fix this. Okay. It has been drowned. Okay, I gotta come and do the center. I can procrastinate and do my little neck diamonds of secret lore, which I have not explained. Well, close enough. I did it. I did it. Don't worry, I will put them in the notes form for your list so you know that they were from. I'll explain stuff and know where in the show the films were. You're so sweet. I appreciate you. I appreciate your hard work. Okay, so the thing I need to do now is make this not as pronounced. Probably should take the sketch layer and bring it down since I just needed it for the bangs. Lower. Alright. And then where's the hair layer? Hair layer you can combine with the eyebrow layer, I believe. You don't intersect at all. There you go. And then hair layer, I think you can also join the thigh layer. Okay. Then the face layer is the only one I think I need to turn off. Or the book. The book in the hands. Of which I procrastinate. What is here? Oh, the neck diamonds, okay. Ooh. Imagine just out of nowhere, some odd years down, Toei or someone just drops, oh, by the way, here's the concept art of the power-up forms we planned for until Majesty came around. They were super insanely cool. Don't torment me with information like that. I do actually, you know, do I own? No, I think I almost purchased the Hodogodu Sky art book. I want to grab that to see some of the concept art, because I bet the concept art looked mega cool for that series. Alright. Alright. I have the art book. You should send me some pictures of the concept art. It's hard to explain in just chat, that's fair. Pretty franchise is chunky monkey. He's big. Big franchise. Big happenings. Okay. I think I'll detail the book later, but for now it's gonna be a nice box. It's gonna be a nice solid box. I also realized I've made a gravest error today. Forgot to eat before stream. And now I'm starting to get the hungies. And I'm having a big dinner tonight, so I have to figure out what I'm gonna eat. Because I don't want to eat too much because I'm having a big dinner. I might make myself a little PB&J, something simple, something small. Because I am not a salad girly and I won't be eating a salad. I tried to be a bowl of yogurt girly, but that didn't work either. I'm like, I need more flavor. I need more food. So the one thing I wanted to try is the Korean dish. I believe it's sago. The one where it's like a bunch of like yogurt drinks and a bunch of fruit and like not boba, but like a jelly. That looked pretty good. Eat some fruit, less carbs, not as filling. I do have to finish my bananas before I go out of town. Because they will not survive me not being here. But I also don't think a banana will hold me to 7 o'clock. But I think a PB&J might. Doing the finger correctly, I am. So, well, the finger should probably be more up here. The hand's going down this way. Whoop. I have to watch my little carrot fingers and see how I like this, because this will be the thing that I'm going to redo like 50,000 times. Well, unfortunately, the Hodogaru Sky doesn't have constant art! What a ripoff. Send back to seller and say, not complete. At least not that I can see. Oh, how dare it! The concept art is like the best part of an art book, though. We could see the potential. We could have seen the potential. Alright, let's see. Okay, I do think there needs to be a bend in this one. Let's have a little bit of a bend. Oh, nope. Nope, abort. Needs to have a bit of a bend in it. Does that look good? That looked like a decision that I wanted to make. The last fingers, pinkies are hard. They just be doing whatever they want. Also, did I flip this? Is that why this is... Is this flipped? It is flipped. Like, I'm pretty sure I draw the hand the other way. It's because it's backwards. Okay. Okay, pinky finger just come in here and go... Wow. That might have been too much. Be smaller too. Nope. Oh, pinky finger, please. Pinky finger, don't be hard to draw. Ah! Dude, this is- you guys are getting premium artist content because most artists do not share how much we hate drawing hands. We just mention it in passing. Pinky fingers. Pinky fingers! It's the one thing that's going to make the hand look so unbalanced. I could just move this all way and then just extend the book down. Put you right there. I think is where it was. I think once I'm past Maho girls in the list, it should be easier. As Happiness Charge, Go Princess, and Maho have a lot. Yeah, the forms go crazy. But after that, they're like, what if we just never do forms again, though? What if forms are just too much? I think there needs to be like a boop-bab bop, and then a bippity-boop-bop-bop like that to make the hand look a little less wrong. My very official artistic terms. Put the book on a different layer. Deal with it. Deal with my little banana hands. I have to leave stream because I have some stuff to do. I enjoy stream and have a nice day. Bye! Thank you for joining us, Alexis. Oof. Also, for anybody wondering what my weird, like, grenade little things are on the hands, I drew them already. I don't need to redraw them. They are, because it's all that, it did, this bit, which has official names, and the headband are all, like, skincare stuff. You get your hair out of your face so you can do your skincare routine, and then you don't want the water falling down on you, so you have the little wristband bluboo things. Official terms, very professional. I love the Party Up styles in Delicious Party. Yes! I was like, I don't know about the Party Up ones from Happiness Charge, but then you said Delicious Party and I was like, correct. They're very cute. I love the power-ups in Delicious Party. I think they're very pretty. The partner forms- I think the partner forms in Healing Good are peak. The diamond ribbon is my fave of any. That's the, that's wonderful, right? I really like the Delicious Party ones because they use the big, gingham bows, which look really, really, really good. I thought that was, like, such a clever thing. Ever since people have been doing, like, bow wings, I think Clear Card was the first time that concept was introduced to me, and I was like, no, wait, you guys are so cooking right now with that idea. I think they actually, I really wanted to purchase one, but I haven't seen any that I, like, am super attached to yet. Of, those, like, bows that you can attach to the back of a dress, but they look like wings. Like the bow wings. I really want to get that. And, like, have it as an, like, an accessory for my dresses. But the ones that I found that were on sale, I was like, they're not doing it for me. I need to do this higher up. I think that's where the problem lies here. No. This needs to slide up. Freeform. That's why I'm not happy with it. Yeah, wonderful. Oh, the lunchbox forms. The lunchbox forms are really cute. I like the bows are such a darling little idea. Bow wings or go hard. But honestly, I also want to do a tier list, and I think that already exists, of outfits from Cardcaptor Sakura, though I doubt it has all of them, because like the manga versus the anime versus just random promotion materials, there's so many Cardcaptor Sakura outfits. But god, Clamp can just make a cute outfit, dude. Clamp can make a good old-fashioned cutesy outfit like nobody's business. And it sparks all of the joy. Alright, there's supposed to be another joint in there, but it's a banana finger. But it's kind of, it's chonky banana finger. Banana finger needs to be less chonky. Oh, banana fingers! Banana fingers is why I put you off, because you are challenging to me. Bring it up higher, maybe we can get that banana finger looking less banana bad. Banana incorrect. Yeah, that new PNG YouTuber! Welcome in, Lumi! I know! I finally sat down and made something semi-animated. It took more time than I'd like and I messed up a bunch, but hey, you gotta get the first one done. And then you can move on. You can move on with your life. I like the Halloween dress from Go Princess. The Halloween dress, ironically enough, goes very hard. The pumpkin aesthetic, they really cooked with it. It really started doing what it needed to do. Oh my god, the outfits in Cardcaptor Sakura are just so good. I want to cosplay them so badly. Dude, I wish I looked better in Lolita. I look way better in mature outfits, which is fine. I do like mature characters too, but god, a cutesy aesthetic would be so nice. I'd love to like cosplay any, like honestly, I'd love to do the crystal clear Cardcaptor Sakura outfit, the one, like the clear wings. Oh, it's so pretty. No! No, I drew it and then it took it away. iPad? I'm biased to the Alice in Wonderland. Oh, the one... God, I think they also have one for Tomoya that's also Alice in Wonderland. I can't remember which one had the blue dress. It might have been both of them, because there's like an Alice in Wonderland with a pink Sakura that I remember, and I think there's a blue one too. And then Tomoya has a one where she's on a little mushroom. Specifically when I played the chibi game. Those outfits went really hard. They're very cute. Okay. Making the outline I should have made originally, and then completely reworking it. Banana hands. Don't fail me now. They're failing me. They're failing me now. This section in front. Banana fingers. Might need to be skinnier. And may need to be skinnier. Move it so I know what I want. Banana hands. Banana hands. Did anybody ever watch? Oh god. I always get the name backwards. It's either Rayview Starlight or Starlight Rayview. Ever since I watched that series, there's one character who goes, "Banana nice!" Because her name is Nana, and she makes banana jokes all the time. And now I can't say like nice or banana without thinking about her. Banana nice. I love how it's more elegant and not campy, unlike the other properties would do, where they like go with a deep orange and a jack-o'-lantern skirt. Yeah, they really like. I think that them attempting to do something that's not too predictable really paid off for them. And also, like, I feel like it's very Halloween and it feels like Halloween, but it also doesn't feel like it's the typical, like, the reused 1,000 times over Halloween gimmick. I think they did a very nice job when they want to. When Precure wants to, it can do very nice. And then, you know, the tier list is not here. I need to save my hot outfit takes for the tier list. For the future stream. This just needs to be good. Alright, do I like that? No, not at all. I think this is looking real bad. It's looking real rough. But for now, I just need to commit to something and I'll fix it in post. In the correcting phase, and I'm locking in. I'm locking in. You mean the one in the endings? Cause if I remember correctly, Tomoyo had something like that in one of them. I remember it from the video game. I remember it from the little mobile app, the Cardcaptor Sakura mobile app. They had a couple of different Alice in Wonderland. Like I think they had an entire line of Alice in Wonderland outfits you could have of different rarity. And both of them had stuff in that line, but I don't know how much of it was relevant to the canonical one because it's been so long since A, I've read Cardcaptor Sakura, and B, seen it. Like, I don't think I've seen it since middle school. It's old stuff. Oh my god, though, somebody recently was talking about X and, what's the other one? Tokyo Babylon, the cancelled mangas from Clamp, and I was like, back in the day I read every Clamp story except for the cancelled ones, because I was like, why bother investing in something that's never gonna finish? But I'm like, am I missing out because I never read them? Am I missing, like, the deep lore of series that they just didn't finish because they hate us? Should I read them? Should I finish it? I also probably need to reread the ones that I was not super invested in because I don't remember them at all. Like, RG Veda I very, very much don't remember, and same with there's also a dot somewhere. There's a dot in the ethos, and I'm gonna try to get rid of it. Angelic Lair. Angelic Lair was just such a boring series compared to everything else they did, so I don't remember finishing it. I got the dot. Don't worry, guys. Dot eliminated. But I should probably... I don't know, I should... The thing is, now I'm like, well, now I need to make it a YouTube series. I need to do a whole stretch of, like, reading all the Clamp stuff, and now it's becoming a job, so I just have less motivation to do it, because I'm like, I gotta be super researched and do all the stuffs. This is my problem. My problem. I can't enjoy things normally anymore. It's all now become what I could make it a YouTube video. Okay, I know I'm on the right layer. Ah! The brush was too big, that's what happened. Okay. Okay. Come on. Come on, iPad. Thank you. Alright. The only thing I haven't done is the bow. So, I need to dig deep and do the bow. Start bringing stuff back to regular opacity. Take it back, maybe I go back. I didn't do the eyes! I literally never did the pupils. Oh, that one. I never played the game, so I don't know. That's fair. That's super fair. Alright, I didn't do the pupils. And I did not do the bow. And it's all I have left to do, so I might as well just do it, and if I hate it, I can redo it later. See, the problem is, like, the bow from the concept art over here obviously is, like, in the center. And then now I gotta bring it over here and, like, make it work while I'm covering it. And my brain does not do covered objects well. Oop. I'll just make it an open bow. I'll just be happy with that. It may be a bit high. I put you on your own layer. See, now I have to erase less. Or smarter, not harder. Alright. Let the ribbon come down. And... nope. Almost got it first try. Boop. Also, for European friends, do we remember when Dokumi is? I feel like I've been hearing people getting ready for Dokumi for, like, almost like a month now, and I do not know when Dokumi is actually happening. Is it next weekend? And when is AX? Because everybody who's like going to Dokumi is like, I'm going to AX, and I'm like, AX is also fairly soon, is it not? Because everybody else who's going to AX, all the people on the West Coast are like, AX soon, and I'm like, oh god, when is anything? When is time? One day, I'll have Beeg money, and I'll Beeg go to Dokumi. And meet all the European fans. I wonder if Dokumi is the biggest one on... or not on, but for Europe. I think the French one is also really popular, which I think is... What's the French one called? It's like... Japan Expo? Which is very confusing. It's not about the country, it's about anime. I think that's the French one that's big? I don't know. I don't know why I'm trying to talk about European things I don't know nothing about. I will be saving my hot takes against the Star Twinkle power-ups. Oh god, you have to do a lot of work with that, because you have all 12 Zodiacs you have to do, and for some reason, Cosmos has like 4 of them. She had like 4 or 3. She had more than everybody else, and it was like, pourquoi? For why? Right. Now, I did not a good job deciding how to do the train for this. And now I've got to figure out how to do I'm gonna do it in a different color, because that's gonna help my brain out a bit. I also probably... well, now the boob line doesn't make sense. Now my boob line doesn't make sense. I'm gonna just erase it. Maybe we're gonna go boob lineless with this outfit. Boobs are officially flatter than normal with this outfit. None boob. But yeah, for the train, I'm gonna do it in a different color so my brain hurts less. Ooh, a nice purple. Because I have this in my magical girl outfit too. Oh, figure too. I have it in my magical girl outfit. Where, okay, too big. Where, I think I have that in my reference actually. Yeah. This one. I also got like my little doody-doo Cody thing of magical transparency. I'm doing that here. And I like to have them be very flowy and fun. How's your art looking so far? This is what we've got so far, which is basically it. There's a line. There's a line that ought not be there! It's basically done. I think I'm gonna rescale some stuff because I think the head's too big. I'm gonna do that in post. I think I'm gonna refine everything. I just wanted to get the line art done in Strom. Yes, do I want that going that far down before it peaks? I guess maybe not. I want to have it rounded once, rounded twice, because it's like basically it's gonna go all the way around, but like obviously not be visible. Where you? And kind of have it go back in here, and it's gonna be like transparent and all sparkly and stuff because it's magical. There's a line. Where? What layer is that line on? This horrible thing. There it is. You were hiding in the bow layer the whole time. It's a crab. Anyways, flowy, dressy thing. I love to have little flowy, sparkly stuff. I also love, like, transparent material. There's... what's it called? Like, kind of like, not a mesh, but, like, tulle. Where it's got, like, it's got a fine enough weave to it that, it's a little bit transparent, it's a little sheer. And it's really pleasing to the eye. And by the eye, I mean mine. My eye. Me eye most important. I need to have one of my own. I have no idea how to make one for myself. Because I'm so jealous. Oh my god, at some point I really want to go through and just, like, do a bunch of art of all my content creator friends. At one point I did have everybody who helped out with Magical Murmurs at the time. I made them all chibis. I don't know if any of them outside of Leo uses them. But they all have chibis. I made them little chibis because they were fun to make at the time, and I was getting really good at I say getting really good. Let me not be presumptuous here. My mouth animation is okay. It's okay. Could be better, but it's good enough for me. What am I doing here? This one comes around here, but I want one that flows over. So, if I confused myself, maybe. Mayhapsably confused myself a little too here. Or bossed a little too close to the sun. Yeah. And then I think I just can do the eye bibbles and call it a day. Come back through all of that and define it the way it needs to be defined. I know whatever I'm drawing now for the pupils I'm going to redo. Because by the time I start animating the eyes, I completely redo the pupils every time. Because they're so finicky for animation. I assume I'm going to make this blink. The blinks are such a headache to do, and I just kind of end up redoing everything in After Effects. That's where they get animated and it's easier, and I just make all the shapes in After Effects. I would love to see my Cure Knight in your style one day. I do have to warn everyone. I do have one deep, dark secret. I'm really bad at drawing boys. I'm so sorry, everyone. I just did not draw boys in my youth. I'm really bad at drawing them now. One day, I will master the art of a guy, but, like, I'm so used to drawing, like, very curvy individuals that I do not know how to draw a man, or I don't have confidence in my manly drawing skills. That's something I do want to fix at some point, because I do have male characters I want to draw, but I have no confidence in drawing them. Alright. No, this eye is too skinny. It's also the way that the eye is situated. Also, I drew this pupil too close to the side. Ah! Behave. Behave! I'm at the end! No! Why? Why? Why are we off the screen? No one asked for you to be there. Alright, we're gonna scooch the pupil over. Okay, and we're gonna make the eraser smaller and refine the eye. And I probably need to measure this because I'm sure this pupil is not long enough. Supposed to be equidistant to the one on the other side. All the fun art things I know I'm supposed to know and I'm supposed to measure, but I didn't, and I'll just do it later because I'm going to redo the eyes completely in After Effects for the pupils because it's hard to animate that way. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, that's good enough. That's good enough. I'm sure I'm going to realize I didn't draw something later. That's good enough. That's good enough for me. Whoop. Hey, I'll be good there at least. Yo, but if you ever have, like, Trace, if you ever want a concept art, an OC for you, let a girl know. I love doing stuff. I love doing little sonas and drawing and concept-y arty stuff. It's not phenomenal, but it'll be something. Yeah, I think the head's too big. I'm gonna have to make the head small. I'm gonna have to dig deep and make the head smaller somehow. This is why everything's on different layers. Ooh, or maybe I'll just make the body bigger? Would that be easier? All the things I'm gonna have to tweak and post. Why did the body look fine before in the sketch, but now it looks... Alright, well, you guys will see it when it becomes a final product. And hopefully, I'm hoping by the end of June to get out the manga video. I'm hoping, we'll see. I'm being very ambitious with how I wanted to edit it, and maybe I need to make it simple. Make it more simple. I really want to do a lot of animation for it, but animation take time. Animation go burr. So, I may simplify it, and then I'm also going to take a poll if people want to see, if they would prefer that I cover Chapter 1, the first half, or the full series. We'll see. We'll see. But anyways, I appreciate everybody coming out for the Beeg surprise, and every other announcement I've had was it birthday, new episode, membership unlocked on YouTube, Beeg announcement, my little reactive. I'm like literally just staring at my little reactive because I'm very happy with it. Does she have 1,000 flaws that I'm trying to ignore? Yes. But she's really cute, and I like that she moves around. It feels very alive. One day when things get ironed out behind the scenes, I'll have a VTuber, but for now, I'm gonna have animated little reactives. And then, if you guys have not figured for now, my reactives are seasonal. So I have like summer, the next one will be fall, then winter, and then back to spring. So all of that will be doing all of that when we get to it. It will be what it will be. Oh my god, I actually do, no joke. No joke. Oh my god, we'll connect, we'll talk. You come up with ideas, you hit me with references, and we make you pretty. We make you pretty, OC. The diamonds in the back remind me of Vibrava. Oh my god. I do love a good Vibrava. I'm a big Flygon fan. Mega Flygon win. I'm coming at you. Pokemon, new game, new Mega Flygon. You can make it happen. You can make me feel happy inside. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me on this little birthday stream, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!